Do you believe crypto can outperform traditional investments in Nigeria on stable economy?
1000%. I'm not a fan of meme coin.
Mm.
Yeah, because I'm from the investment part of this portfolio of this space. So I want to hold an asset that I can leave for my children.
Okay.
An asset I can leave for my children. Okay, that's going to be one of the inheritance. So, and of course, you don't see meme coin. The name meme, it's mockery, it's joke. Not real, nothing. How no real value. It's not solving any solution in the digital finance world. So, for that reason, it will bound to crash with time.
Okay.
So, yes, I trade meme coin to make some profit because you can.
It's a trend at the time.
Real cash. Okay. For on the notes, Trump coin, I got it when it was still at 7 billion market cap. That's when I got the notification. So imagine when it now moved up to 60 billion market cap, you saw the difference.
Yeah.
So, but it's just to take that profit. It's a coin that I myself or my community can hold. If you want to get involved in cryptocurrency as a country or South Africa or as an individual yourself, okay, you need to dive into an asset, make your research, an asset that have real use cases, that solving real life solution in the digital finance world. Such assets will stand to stay over years.
So this should be criteria for you to look out for before getting any coin. Yeah. Welcome to another essential topic or show that gets you cracking, and you'd be like, oh my goodness, does these things happen? Welcome to Let's Talk Show with Elvis on T-Pop TV. And yes, we bring you all of the fascinating and most talked about trending topics that will leave you breathless. So joining me today, I have with me a financial expert, a financial consultant, and everything that you need to do or know about finance. He's certainly going to be putting you through. And on the trending wave, which is the cryptocurrency space, he's doing so well for himself and has also carved a niche for himself. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as I make welcome Mr. Benson Ntima.
Hi, Mr. Elvis. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon to you, sir. You're looking very handsome, looking out of the world. You need to introduce me to your fashion designer. He has done a lot of work here.
Thank you.
Look at what you're putting on.
I introduced my wife then.
Oh my goodness. you know, at some point here, it's just it's a handful of men that would proudly want to tell you that their fashion designer happens to be their woman.
Oh, of course, she's doing a good job.
Big shout out to you, man. You're doing amazingly out of the world. Thank you for doing this. All right, so going further, I'd want to also introduce you to a particular space, which happens to be one of the sponsors for our content today, which happens to be the Pluto Lab. You heard me, Pluto Lab. Now, on the Pluto Lab, it is a safest place where you could actually save, invest. And the beautiful part of the Pluto Lab is it has wonderful utilities that are mouth-watering. I mean, if you have a percentage in the Pluto Lab, trust me, you're a big boy.
Of course, sure.
You are a big boy. So you want to find out what the Pluto Lab is all about. Now, look at the screen. They have all the vital information you need to know about Pluto Lab. You shouldn't be wasting time because basically I am on the Pluto Lab. So you need to use the Pluto Lab for savings, investment, and what so. But trust me, if you have 1% of what it is to be in the Pluto Lab, then you're a big boy. So moving further to our conversations today, sir, I want to, dive into the space of cryptocurrency. For some persons that this happens to be the very first time they are really hearing this, for Nigerians, for some persons that have actually been in the crypto space, and for some persons that have been gullibly defrauded, people has taken the gullible part of them for their benefits. That has actually been affected by fraud and all of that. This is also another opportunity for them to still try again, because trust me, this time it is certainly going to be better. All right. So before going further, I'd like to ask you, how has it been? How long have you been in this crypto space? How has it been with your journey and everything?
Okay, not quite long. Just 2016, I got involved in crypto space. 2016, with 6 Bitcoin. 2017, I saw Bitcoin getting to $20,000, and it was amazing.
Well,
yeah.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
Wow. But it has not been all
I know. Speaking of which, you start calculating what Bitcoin currently is in the market.
Hey, come on, and you'll be like,
yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But now this thing brings us to, people looking out for the perfect coins to actually invest in. This shows that there's potentiality in coins. As much as people are trying to invest in stocks and all of that, people could as well give it a try to go into these other platforms.
Yeah, of course. See, if I tell you my story, I will not have the time to give you detail. Okay, but 2016, when I got involved in cryptocurrency, 2017, I saw that this is the shortest way legitimately to retire early and live life in your own terms. Then I was still in the financial sector. 2019, I dived deep into it. 2020, January, I resigned from my job as a manager in a financial institution and focus on blockchain. Okay, so it has been a very wonderful ride, but not without hitches. You understand? I remember when I lost some good money too, over $150,000 and more. So I've learned, I've made profits, I have also made losses. So this also can add up to my experience in the space. So I can really tell you, I can be one of the authority in this space. Well, so what you should and what you should not do in this space if you want to make a lasting profit.
Beautiful. So going further to the further questions, because having heard that you were coming on the show, we had to reach out to a lot of persons to bring in questions. Some persons that are already in the space to give us questions. Some persons that are yet to get into the space to give us questions. Okay. That probably after watching this, they will want to go into crypto space. For somebody, the first person, Mr. Emeka, he said, do you believe crypto can outperform traditional investments in Nigeria on stable economy?
1000%.
How then?
Okay. All right, let me give you an example of, let me call them. So there's traditional investments will have, maybe in the bank, we have a fixed deposit, we'll have children education planning, insurance company also have children education planning, or personal savings plan, or all those things. Okay, these are good. Okay, in fact, I once sold those things. Well, let's assume you're saving 100,000 per month. Okay, so in a year you're saving 12 million naira.
12 million, yeah.
Yeah, so in 5 years time, that is about how much? Sorry, you have saved 50,000 in a month. In 1 year you save 600,000, right? In 5 years that should be 6 million. Okay, so now maybe they give you 7%, 12% interest. So cumulative everything could be ranging around say 7 million naira. That's a good one, right? But see, if you had in 5 years time use just one of that money you were saving, okay, to buy into a good asset, good cryptocurrency, just one, not monthly, just one of that capital you used to keep that savings every day, every month, to buy a good cryptocurrency. See, let's use a calculation of maybe Bitcoin as example. You bought Bitcoin, say 2019, 2020 or thereabouts.
And this was like $20,000 that
of course, far lesser than that. Yeah. Okay. In fact, at the beginning of the pandemic, Bitcoin even come down to about $6,000 below. Yeah. Okay, so you see that by now we are talking about $93,000 at this minute. Yeah. So you see the gap, right? I'm just using Bitcoin as a case study. There are many other good assets we have put in your money. Someone that put into Shiba or other coins will have made a massive wealth as well. Yeah. Okay, so you see that it's when it comes to traditional financing, I think cryptocurrency is 1000% more legitimately to turn your finance around. Although you must have the good knowledge of it to buy. You must make sure you buy in the right one, because there are more of the fake than the original ones.
All right. So going on that, I have another question coming from a student of Uniport, Amarachi, from Mass Communication Department, and now she's saying that with the naira depreciation, or with the naira depreciating, isn't crypto the safest hedge against inflation for Nigeria?
Your Lord, the answer 100% is the safest hedge. I mean, you're in Nigeria. Why is zero the Jacqueline? Why is everyone leaving the country? It's not to get access to the hard currency. True. So you are in Nigeria and you're having access to the hard currency.
So there's no point you traveling. You could just stay here and you're making.
And that is why if you check my post this morning, I mean, you're hitting it hard here. You go there, you drive, you enjoy yourself, vacation, but you come back, you make your business here.
Yeah. Beautiful. But don't you think that the policies the government are, restraining? Just for instance, Trump just approved fully to the meme coin and also promising the United States of America that that coin was going to be very visible in its country, in its state, and from United States to the world. But over here in Africa, over here in Nigeria, it's almost like the policy is clearly stated. In fact, it is clear to even the blind that probably the government isn't giving in to it. Do you feel there's something the government are not seeing?
Well, I think it's painful that we borrow these countries' other policies.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a policy that's of finance of cryptocurrency that should transform not just the country, the whole citizens of Nigeria, we have been at the back seat. Okay, so what's the name? Not Equatorial what's the name? This country that the president bought cryptocurrencies a few years ago. I mean, many countries were attacking them, but right now they're one of the richest countries
in the world.
I mean, so you see that Nigeria needs to sit up. We are the back seats. I mean, they need to sit up and see how to dive into cryptocurrency, not just for themselves, but allow the citizen to. But it's just like, I think it's a country that wants the citizen to keep on being impoverished so that the elites or the politicians will keep on dominating and being rich. But of course, the more you suppress it, the more it gets more stronger.
All right, now let's move into this particular question is basically for those persons that are already investors, those persons that are already gotten coins. All right, those persons that are already trading, mining, and always tapping. This question is for you. This question is for you. So someone asks, all right, is investing in meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu just a gamble, or do they hold real future value?
Okay, this is where I might differ from many crypto enthusiasts or influencers.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of meme coin. Yeah, because I'm from the investment part of this portfolio, of this space. So I want to hold an asset that I can leave for my children.
Okay.
An asset that I can leave for my children. Okay. That's going to be one of the inheritance. So, and of course, you don't see meme coin. The name meme, it's mockery, it's joke. Not real, nothing, how no real value. It's not solving any solution in a digital finance world. So for that reason, it will bound to crash with time.
Okay.
So yes, I trade meme coin to make some profit because you can
it's a trend at the time.
Real cash. Okay. For on the notes, Trump coin, I got it when it was still at 7 billion market cap. That's when I got the notification. So imagine when it now moved up to 60 billion market cap, you saw the difference.
Yeah.
So, but it's just to take that profit. It's a coin that I myself or my community can hold. Not same with Shiba and other coins, other meme coins. You understand? I'm not a fan of meme token, but at least you can dive into it to make sure you get some profit. But you have to you have to make sure that you control your risk appetite.
Okay, so let's look at the possibility of having this coin in African. Can the cultural popularity of meme coin be turned into a movement for economic growth in Africa?
It will be a risk.
You feel so?
Yeah.
Why then?
Because something that is just as you know it to be meme coin, nothing is holding it. Okay, let's use Shiba as example. Right. There are many persons cash out massively. Like when I say massive, excessively massively, okay? But many other persons will make higher losses because as people, the euphoria of it, when people now jump into buy at that top, and so when it start crashing, those people have made massive loss. So it's just like a gamble. Okay, so it's not something I would advise or recommend that anybody should. Okay, it's a country, Africa, to like promote. But if you want to get involved in cryptocurrency as a country or as Africa or as an individual yourself, okay, you need to dive into an asset, make your research, an asset that have real use cases that solving real life solution in a digital finance world. Such assets will stand to stay over years.
So this should be criteria for you to look out for before getting
Exactly.
any coin.
Yes.
All right, now let's dive a bit into the technological accessibility of these coins and what they actually have to offer in the crypto space and of course in the real life community. This question is coming from a crypto influencer. He said, can crypto technology solve the challenges of limited banking access in rural Nigeria?
Yes. In fact, something like Pluto's Lab
Okay.
is solving that problem at the moment as I speak.
Okay.
Let me give you one instance, one of the use cases of Pluto's. Right now, Pluto's Lab, you can use it to pay for utilities. Okay, let's not be that I'm talking. While you are talking, I will be doing it for you. I can recharge your phone using cryptocurrency. I mean, this is a new invention that have not been done before. Okay, you can recharge your phones, buy data, DSTV subscriptions, I say cable subscriptions, of course, and
cryptocurrencies,
and NEPA bills, light bills. And this is working 100% in Nigeria, and it's working in about, and that's 10 countries, including US. And more other countries are being added. This is something that someone that's in that rural area that is not having access to banking sectors can use cryptocurrency to do all these things and still remain online. You are online, you're 100% online every time. So imagine you are online and you have a run short of data. You can actually use your cryptocurrency to solve.
So in a situation where in such rural areas there are no network availability from network providers, what then be the case?
Of course, cryptocurrency, how to use data now. You have to use network.
Exactly. So this boils down to another part that the government still has a huge role to play in the crypto space, because exactly, it's more like getting a yam and bringing a knife. So if you bring a yam and there's no knife, how then do you devour the yam?
Of course, the government, one of the things that government must do is to make sure that there's good network coverage in all roots and crannies of your countries, because those people in the rural areas, if they have lights, they become productive. If they have light and they have data, that's a network coverage. I mean, there is nothing differentiating them from what is happening in the town. There is one global village. Meanwhile, call your phone number for me.
Okay, 081
084 MTN, right?
Yeah.
081
084
64
164.
Let
me call it again to confirm. 081 084 64 164.
Okay, so I will just want to do something. It's just a test for you to see how you can actually use cryptocurrency to recharge your phone. This is Pluto's Lab app. I see it.
Okay.
Check your phone. Transaction successful. Okay, so I'm just use my Ethereum to recharge your phone. And
wow, I just got it now.
So you see, it's something. I'm not saying something that they are not done. I'm saying something they have done already. Something that is working. Okay, right now you can use this in about 10 countries. There's 11 countries, sorry, including US.
So you could actually use the Pluto's Lab now to buy other coins as well?
Of course. No, Pluto's Lab, of course. No. Pluto's Lab is still about to be launched.
Okay.
But this is the wallet, the platform.
Okay.
This is what you're using other cryptocurrencies, because they have their own wallets, which can store all the cryptocurrencies in their own wallets.
Okay.
Understand? So I just use one of my cryptocurrency here to do this for you.
Wow, this is beautiful. I mean, this is like the very first of its kind.
Of course,
that's from Nigerian. This should be uploadable.
Before,
Yes, this should be uploadable. And of course, to event organizers, this is like another opportunity for you to dive into this. I mean, you could use it for your tickets, platforms for your events, other than going via website. This is more reliable and more resourceful to event
if organizers. I had the time to tell you more about what these guys are cooked. I mean, Pluto's Lab is the biggest utility token right now in the whole world. Wow. I tell you for free, there is no project now that has kind of use cases that Pluto's have. Let me just outline a few of it. Now, they have their wallet on Telegram, which is also being built in iOS and Android version. Okay. Now, in their wallet, you can buy cryptocurrency from your bank account directly, no longer using P2P method.
Really?
Yes. And it's working in about 23 countries, including US and Nigeria here. Okay. So you no longer third parties. Now, you can swap more than 300 coins in the wallets, okay, across all chains, not bridging. I mean, this is not, it's not like, it's not common.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I should just show you can buy the subscription, everything. And
this is just a few of it can be done.
Now, they have their own first e-commerce stores that you can shop anything, more than 20,000 different assets, items, using cryptocurrency as means of payments, no fiat currency. Guess what? The biggest of it all, they have Visa card, okay, that you can use to have access to your cryptocurrency. So your cryptocurrency in your fiat currency that I can finish a business here or transaction here or shopping. I'll use my Pluto's Visa card to pay in any country I find myself globally that uses Visa card. So I'm traveling to US, I'm traveling to Canada, I'm traveling anyway. I have my Visa card. I can do my transaction there using my cryptocurrencies and paying in that country currency. I mean, this has never been done before.
Exactly.
Not one particular coin. In any cryptocurrency you have in that particular wallet can be used to make that transactions.
Wow.
So it's the biggest of it all in this space.
Okay. So now let's look at what this has to offer to Nigerians and the blockchain. Now, with the blockchain power globally, gaining visibility and all of that, is Nigeria really ready to adopt it for real world problem solving? Just like you rightly said.
I wish they are ready, but we can't wait for them to be ready. You have to carve a niche for yourself. Do you understand? You want to create that solution. Okay, so it's not everything you have to wait for government to do. If other countries are waiting for the number one president, number one citizen to come and the funds, maybe they won't have been able to. Okay, so but while we individually are emulating number one number one citizen of the whole world, okay, the country Nigeria is also expected to do the same thing.
So don't you think that most persons actually see the crypto space as a tool for liberation from government restriction, while some other persons see it as a high risk for uninformed Nigerians? Because so many Nigerians are really not aware of this. They might have come across the word cryptocurrency, but not knowing a thing about it.
Yes, many persons are not informed, and that is why we're here. We'll keep shouting, keep training, keep sensitizing people to get to, because of course this is the shortest way to make money legitimately without diving into all this
illegal or fraudulent.
So I will tell all the youths, you don't need to do those shits. You don't need to put your hand in all those things. You can make clean money that will give you peace of mind. Okay, even more than that thing that G plus or G plus are doing. I mean, you can still make far more than that and still live a normal life. Okay.
Yeah. So you don't feel like the crypto scam in Nigeria outweighs the potential benefits, or its education?
It's not just when it comes to crypto scamming, it's not limited to Nigeria. It's globally.
Okay.
You understand? It's something that's happening globally. So it's not, you can't just pin it to Nigeria alone. Yes, Nigeria have many crypto projects that didn't do well. Yes. Same with other countries. US and other countries have many crypto projects that didn't do well. So you can't rub it on Nigeria that, okay, Nigeria have crypto. Yes, I know we have that that fear that a Nigerian project won't do well. But trust me, Pluto's is a Nigerian project. And right now, I can tell you for free, there's no crypto project right now existing in the whole world that have the kind of utility that Pluto's have. And it's from Nigeria. After all, Jesus was born in Nazareth, and it was a small city that nobody recognized. So I believe that something great can also come out from this country. I'm so positive about that.
All right. So looking at the high cost of transferring money from a wallet to another wallet, or probably buying or sending money from a country to the other countries, looking at the high cost of what it could incur, do you think that crypto remittance can actually reduce the high cost of sending money basically to Nigeria?
Yes, of course. In fact, that is the solution that Pluto's Lab have already done.
Okay.
There are two ways now. Okay, so remember I told you that you don't need P2P method again to buy cryptocurrency from our wallets, right? So imagine I can actually be here in Nigeria and fund my account in Pluto's wallet, okay, and travel to US. Since I have Pluto's wallet in the US, I can actually withdraw that cryptocurrency to US currency, okay? I can also have a Pluto's Visa card, right, which I told you can use to access or withdraw any your cryptocurrency to fiat currency. So I'm here in Nigeria, I want to travel to Canada, US, or any country that accepts Visa card, right? I can use that Visa card to shop or do all the things I want to do there. And so you have it in soft copy. We have it in hard copy as well. So whichever one you want, you can do these things and with very low gas fee. In fact, a few days ago, I transferred more than 20 Ethereum, and I had just paid just less than $1 as a gas fee.
Wow,
It has
this
not
is
been done
this is
before.
too good to be
Yeah,
true.
Ethereum is something that everybody, when you hear
Yes,
it
has a
always
really
is
high
scared of
gas
high
fee,
gas fee.
yeah.
But right now, because of base network, you can transact any amount of Ethereum with very low gas fee, less than $1. In fact, it was actually less than 30 cents.
What?
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Really, really.
And so all those transactions that happen in Pluto's lab, because of is on base network, the gas fee is quite very low. That's what I'm saying.
All right, now looking at what happens around, the blockchain technology system, and looking at how it operates and how other countries have been able to adapt into it. All right, do you feel right here in Nigeria? I'm not talking about Nigerians that are outside. I'm talking about people in Nigeria, Nigerians. Do you feel Nigerians in Nigeria are seeing there is like a job opportunity from the blockchain technology for Nigerians that are in Nigeria?
100%. In fact, I'll tell everybody, if you're in Nigeria right now and you don't have access to cryptocurrency, you are living far behind. You're being left out. If whether you are working, whatever you're doing, the best you can do for yourself is to have a tip. Make sure you have at least few cryptos for yourself. I mean, are you not happy to have your currency? I mean, you're in Nigeria, you're making your money in hard currency. Yeah. That's the best that can happen to you. So every Nigerian should. And the good thing is that it's not having any negative impact in our country currency, Nigeria. Naira.
So it does not cause some level of inflation.
No, not at all. Not at all. Of course, it doesn't have any. It doesn't. If we go deep into that, this take off all our time. Okay, but it doesn't.
Okay,
that is not what causes inflation.
All right. So now looking at what the Pluto's coins and all of that, are Africans specific coins the next big thing in the cryptocurrency? Okay. Because aside, the Pluto's coin, which is launched, there are other little coins that are still launched by Nigerians, but not really sure. That is not really making headlines. And of which, because it's Nigeria, maybe that's like the reason why most persons are not, willing to put in their money, because they don't trust Nigerians.
The truth of the matter is, many Nigerian projects haven't really done well. Okay, time passed. It's not limited to Nigerian project. Many other crypto projects that also was built in UK or whatever, even UAE, they haven't done well. So many of them. So the thing is not a function of where it is built. Okay, it is a function of the solution the coin is providing. Do you understand? Yeah. It's not a function of where it's being built, or it's a function of who, the intention, and of course the solution is solving. So if you just like one of US citizen created a meme coin and nothing is holding that coin, what do you expect in a few years to come? It's going to come crashing, just like other coin. Even if he is the owner, even if he's built in the US. Without that coin providing a solution in the digital finance world, it's just going to crash down just like other ones. So, but if you built a project in Nigeria and that project is solving real life solution in the digital finance world, it doesn't matter where it's being built. It's still going to go at the top and solve that problem, and everybody in the world going to get into it because they know that he's going to be holding. Yeah. Do you understand? And this is kind of thing that one needs to think of when you are going to investing into cryptocurrency. Do you understand? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now let's dive a bit into the NFT, which is the non-fugitive token. So far so good. It has been playing out so well that creators and artists that are around the NFTs, they have their collections around NFTs, are really making a whole lot of money. But down here in Nigeria, do you feel that the NFTs is playing a creative role when it comes to wealth making for Nigerians, especially our artists and creators as well?
If our artists should see it as an opportunity, okay, just like it is in other countries, and they go into it. Of course, a few years ago, our music artists were not like well known. But right now, globally, we are top. I mean, do you understand? So it's just about tapping into that angle. So when they tap into the NFTs, of course, they're going to make money just like other countries are making
money, right? Yeah. So what about with the central banks' digital currencies emerging globally? How can Nigeria e-naira compete with private cryptocurrency? That is, if Nigerians are really paying attention or would want to give it a
I
second
don't want
try.
to talk about that.
Or if they want to give it a second try.
I don't want to talk about it either. Okay, because I have a very will I say I have a different opinion
Okay.
from majority, which if I should air it out,
Please.
it might not just affect. This is a very funny country.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you have an in-era. You created an in-era. Okay. What was the goal of the country creating an in-era? What was the solution that in-era was meant to solve? The same person's creating in-era. The same people that saying don't go into crypto. I mean, it's not.
It's contradictory. Contradictory, exactly.
You understand? So you just created the in-era for what purpose? What transaction is being done with in-era? Okay, so why not maybe pay your staff with in-era? Why not say, okay, if you want to pay NEPA bills or whatever bills or is that you can use in-era and have a little rebates.
Or for civil servants payment and all what. This would have been a better way of sensitizing a lot of Nigerians.
Yeah. So you have people working as expatriates in Nigeria. So okay, we'll pay you in naira, not in dollars.
Yeah.
But we're gonna accept in naira.
We'd see help in boosting.
So I mean, there are a lot of things
advantage,
that we want to do,
yeah.
but like I said, I don't want to delve into that.
All right. So do you think, or does the anonymity of crypto encourages illegal activities, or is it a shield against corruption in Africa? Because why I'm asking this question is currently a lot of politicians are now saving up money, saving up their fortune in crypto. And the same persons are still fighting the young persons that are into crypto, calling them fraudulent individuals and all of that. So do you think that in a way it is eventually encouraging illegal activities from both parties?
Well, cryptocurrency, if you look at only the negative part of it, even US government will not
want to invest in it. Yeah.
Okay. Cryptocurrency is meant to create privacy. Do you understand? And so you can do if I have 20 Bitcoin here, you will know. Okay. It could just be in a small hard wallet, you will know. Okay, it could just be in my phone or my data or my laptop. It could just be in somewhere. Do you understand? I will live my normal life.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, as per the government, as well illegal activities, yes, it can be used to perpetrate illegal transactions. So that is where government should come in. That is where
to block loopholes,
to regulate, to know. You can do KYC. Say, okay, everybody having just like they did in KuCoin. I don't know where they stop it again. When they stop KuCoin from doing P2P method, and they say, okay, KuCoin is going to be paying us some money or some taxes for those that do transactions. Okay, it's a way of getting revenue for governments. All right, that is where I expect government to come in and also create more revenue for themselves.
Yeah,
true, because it cannot stop. This is a moving train. You can't stop it. The youths are getting wiser, and so you can't stop them from venturing into this. Okay, so when it comes to you need to do something to make sure that you have a way of checkmating who goes in there.
Yeah.
True. Understand? It's just like if you look at Coinbase or some other thing, you do KYC. Okay, know your customer, so you get to know who is behind this. That is where I expect government to come in, but not to stop it. I mean, you cannot even stop it.
So, do you think that this has actually created a room for multiple users? Hence, is a financial system. Don't you think it should just be one particular user for a particular account? Because right now you get to see a user owning different accounts, and this to an extent, promotes some level of illegal transactions and all of that. But if they could actually maintain a kind of a system where a user is automated or allowed to use a particular account and it's monitored, this would also help to close some loopholes.
Yeah, that is where I expect government to come in. Okay, like I said, you for now, what is attainable in Nigeria is what is attainable globally. You can do cryptocurrencies, you can hide within your the scene and transact any amount of money to any part of the country, any part of the world, okay, using crypto. In fact, of course, if you say they shouldn't use it, they have VPN, they have this thing they can use to route their location to another place and still do the same transactions. So it's not something that you can stop. I mean, you can't stop it. Do you understand? Okay. You say you block this app that cannot be used in Nigeria. You're just advertising that app. Because guys are going to do, hey, one person is also going to tweet on this, and you can use VPN to do this, and they see people now trying to use the same app, still do that transactions. Yeah. And now that country that transaction is being done will receive the taxes. So you're cutting yourself off. Instead, look at how you can go into this thing and say, okay, if you're going to do this thing, look at what you're giving us every month as tax for having this transaction done in our country, not to stop it.
All right. Having heard all you've said, I want to ask one last question before we call it a wrap. To those individuals that this happens to be their very first time in the crypto space, what would be your advice to guide them from fraudulent hackers, from scammers, and all of that? Because I came across a post this morning on Instagram, and I saw somebody who was really talking about how people tend to use their address to scam people off their, token from their wallet and all of that. So from your perspective, what would be your guidance? What would be your, what would be the best advice to give to, someone who just started off the crypto platform?
Don't just listen to every shiny object. Don't just buy every shiny object you see there. Learn. As I went to 2019, I started learning. I said, in fact, good thing right now you can learn everything you want to learn on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, on social medias. Okay. Some of us also have a private training that people will train and you
get you involved and get you started.
Get started because give you that coach you because you need a mentor. True. You are going to a space that you don't know before. You need someone that has been there before to guide you. Okay, so just look for a mentor that can guide you. And so when you're able to get that mentor, you will help you to avoid loopholes, those mistakes that those mentors have done already. So now when you are buying in, I'll tell you for free, try as much as possible to avoid meme coins. If you are to buy into meme coins, let it not be your full assets, your full capital. Just buy in with things you're willing to lose. But focus more on utility tokens that's solving real life solution in the digital finance world.
Can you give us an example of that?
I can tell you the number one of it is Pluto's Lab.
Okay.
So you can go to plutoslab.io. You can read more about them, see what they have achieved. I've mentioned before, this is the very first assets that have their own wallets. In their wallet, you can actually transact, buy cryptocurrency from your bank account directly in about 22 countries right now. You can swap more than 300 coins across all chain in their wallet. Okay, I demonstrate for you how you can use cryptocurrency to pay, recharge your phone, data, TV subscriptions, and as well light subscription in about 10 countries right now, including US and Nigeria here, and other countries are being added. Okay, you can shop in the e-commerce stores over 20,000 different items using cryptocurrency as a means of payment. I don't know if you're getting the point. Okay, and most of it all, you have a Visa card you can use to access your cryptocurrency in your fiat currency. In any country that accepts Visa card. So there is no cryptocurrency right now existing in the world that have half of what is. So, and these guys are going into their private sale. The private sale is ending in a few days' time. The launching is by March 2025. So if you understand what it means, okay, being able to buy into the launch pad right now is the biggest thing you can do for yourself in this space, especially in this bull run. It means, and this is a coin that you can buy and leave for your children. It's not a meme coin, it's a coin you can buy and leave for your retirement. Okay, many years to come. Because it's not something that can fizzle out. If I tell you for free, one thing that makes it a very different from other, apart from the use cases, is token economics. Because that's another thing you need to look into in buying coin. If you want to buy any coin, look at how many persons are holding the coin. Okay, and what amounts are they holding? Because it's bound to dump. They're bound to dump it. The whales are bound to dump the owners of those coins. But in Pluto's Lab, the legal team, the dev team, the owners of the coin, and of course all the people that are the early investors.
Yeah.
That all their coin is being stored in a smart contract. Guess what? The smart contract releases only 1% of it per month. So it's going to take them 8 years, 4 months to have access to all their tokens. So you see that
before then you should have really appreciated.
It means that the owners cannot dump this stuff. They don't, even if they wish to do it, they can't. They have tied themselves. So they have to keep on working, developing this project in the next 8 years, 4 months. So it gives confidence to the investors that, okay, this thing cannot be dumped. This is an anti-dump strategy they put in place. So you can actually invest your fund there, buy this token, okay, at launch of this coin by March. Of course, you start reaping massively because the coin cannot be dumped.
Wow, you already heard it. This is a full masterclass that you should pay for, but you're already getting it for free. You're obviously getting it for free. All right, at this junction, I will be drawing the curtain close with the conversation we had with Mr. Benson and Tima. It's been a pleasure having you on the show. And I must tell you that I am so delighted because right after this time, a lot of persons needs to get involved into the crypto space. This is the way to go. This is the way to go from here. This is the way to go from here. And of course, don't forget to follow us up on all social media platforms at Epoch TV. And yes, you might just be so lucky we get to have you as a guest on the next conversation with Elvis on the Let's Talk show. And don't forget as well to let your friend to tell another friend to also still follow us. And until I come your way on the next edition, it is a wrap onto this edition. And I hope you learned something. You did learn something, right? It is a wrap. See you until we come your way next time.
We have a sound.
Exactly.